Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing stories in numismatics, a mysterious coin that defies expectations. It's Australian. It's from 1976, and it features Abraham Lincoln. Yes, you heard that right. And to make things even more fascinating, one rare example of this unusual coin is now worth up to $100,000. So, what exactly is the Lincoln Australia 1976 coin? And why is it so valuable? Let's begin with the basics and the mystery. The year is 1976 in Australia. The country is using its standard decimal currency, 1 cent, 2 cents, 5 cents, and so on. But this particular piece is like nothing else produced for circulation. This isn't your average Australian coin. It's not even officially listed in standard coin catalogs. That's because the Lincoln Australia 1976 coin isn't a standard government issue. It's what numismatists call a fantasy coin or a commemorative piece, possibly made as a private minting or a pattern design that never went into full production. On the obverse, or front side, it features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. That's right, a U.S. president on an Australian coin. Just that fact alone sends collectors into a frenzy. Below Lincoln's bust is the year minus 1976, and on the reverse, the word Australia is clearly visible, along with symbolic designs that echo elements of both Australian and American motifs. Some examples even have. In the world of coin collecting, some stories are so strange they seem like myths until the evidence appears. One such case is the mysterious 1976 Lincoln coin from Australia. It's a coin that has sparked curiosity, confusion, and even disbelief among numismatists. What is Abraham Lincoln, the American president, doing on a coin minted in Australia in 1976? And more importantly, why has one example been valued at a jaw-dropping $100,000? Let's rewind to the mid-1970s. Australia was undergoing several changes in its coinage system after the transition to decimal currency in 1966. During this period, several experimental and test strikes were produced by the Royal Australian Mint. Some of these pieces never made it into circulation. They were meant for internal use, dies were tested, metals were trialed, and patterns were struck. But among these elusive pieces, one oddity stands out, a coin that bears the image of Abraham Lincoln. This 1976 piece is not an official circulating Australian coin. It is believed to be a pattern or test strike, possibly created using a foreign die, specifically a U.S. Lincoln cent die, either as a minting error or as part of a deliberate experimental run. These kinds of hybrid errors, where a coin is struck with mismatched dies or blanks, are exceedingly rare. And when a major historical figure like Lincoln appears on a coin, never intended for release in Australia, it sends collectors into a frenzy. There are theories that during the 1970s, the Royal Australian Mint conducted tests with coin presses shared or exchanged with mints abroad, including the United States. This practice sometimes resulted in unexpected die combinations. Whether the Lincoln cent adverse die was mistakenly or intentionally used remains unclear. But what is certain is that only one known specimen has surfaced, and its uniqueness has made it one of the most coveted modern numismatic items. The discovery of this coin happened under unusual circumstances. It was not found in a collector's album or a dealer's vault, but through a private estate sale, where an old coin collection was being liquidated. Among dozens of regular Australian coins sat this odd piece with a clear Lincoln profile, but slightly off metal and different in weight. Experts later confirmed it had been struck on a blank used for Australian coinage, not American. That detail alone places it outside the realm of U.S. era coins and into an entirely unique category. Authentication followed. The coin was submitted to major grading services, including PCGS and NGC, both of which confirmed it was genuine and graded it among the highest tiers due to its condition and rarity. When it eventually came to auction, fierce bidding erupted. Collectors from Australia, the United States, and Europe tried to outbid each other for a piece that should not even exist. The final hammer price, just under $100,000 USD. But price alone doesn't capture the magic of this coin. For some, it's the ultimate error. For others, it's an unsolved mystery from minting history. How did a Lincoln design end up on an Australian test planchette? Why was it struck in 1976, a year of American bicentennial celebration? Was it a tribute, an accident, or a quiet collaboration between mints? So far, no official explanation has been given by the Royal Australian Mint. For collectors, this coin symbolizes the thin line between accident and intention, and how that line can lead to six-figure value. It also proves that not all treasures lie in plain sight. Some are buried in collections, forgotten by time, until someone with a keen eye discovers them. The 1976 Lincoln Australia Coin Challenges. What we know about minting processes and international coin design. It invites speculation, fuels debate, and most of all, excites the imagination. Could there be more out there? That's the question now on every collector's mind. If one coin survived, could others have slipped through the cracks? Is there a second Lincoln Australia test strike sitting unnoticed in a drawer, a shoebox, or a flea market bin? It's possible. And that's what keeps the hunt alive, the thrill of discovering the impossible. So next time you're sifting through your old coins or browsing a market stall, take a second look, because somewhere out there might be the next great numismatic mystery. And who knows, it might just be worth $100,000.